Welcome to the deep dive. We've just spent some serious time sifting through a mountain of new announcements from AWS.
Yeah, just from, what, 5 days?
Yeah.
August 11th to the 15th. It's incredible.
Exactly. And our goal today is, well, to cut through all that noise, pull out the absolute must-knows.
Find the signal in the noise.
Right. And really get to the bottom of what matters for you, whether you're, deep in cloud architecture or just trying to keep up.
It's truly remarkable, isn't it? The sheer velocity. I mean, how fast the AWS cloud platform expands.
It really is.
What we've gathered here is more than just a list. It's like a snapshot of innovation.
Yeah.
You see these underlying trends in performance, cost optimization.
And totally new capabilities, too.
Absolutely. Things that could fundamentally reshape how you approach cloud architecture and development. We're not just going to tell you what was announced.
No, that's just the start.
But crucially, why it matters.
Yeah.
For your projects, your strategy.
I love that framing. It's like, how do you even keep up? But that's why we're here, right?
Mhm.
We've distilled dozens of updates to bring you the true highlights, and we're kicking things off with some truly groundbreaking stuff in AI and machine learning. Let's dig in.
Sounds good. It's definitely a hot area.
So our first big theme is all about empowering generative AI and machine learning workloads. This space is just exploding, isn't it?
It really is, especially around how AI agents interact with data and how specialized compute is getting, well, easier to access.
Okay, so what caught your eye first in this realm?
What's really fascinating here is the evolution of AI agents themselves, their ability to, reason over information.
Go on.
Take Amazon Neptune Analytics integration with Cogni. This is pretty cool. It lets Neptune act as the graph store for Cogni's memory layer.
Okay, so what does that mean practically? Like long-term memory for AI?
Essentially, yeah. It gives AI agents that long-term memory for more personalized, more effective interactions. And it's not just simple lookups. It's using multi-hop graph reasoning. Think finding complex, indirect connections in your data, friends of friends, or intricate supply chain links. It goes way beyond just direct relationships.
That concept of long-term memory for AI agents,
Yeah.
wow, that's huge. It sounds like they're becoming far more sophisticated.
Definitely moving in that direction.
And speaking of sophisticated AI, the updates to Amazon Q Business seem aimed right at that more intelligent and maybe more transparent AI assistants at work.
Absolutely. The developments there are, frankly, a game changer for enterprise AI. First, there's agentic RAG.
Retrieval augmented generation, right.
Exactly. Amazon Q Business can now break down complex queries into simpler ones, run them in parallel,
Okay.
and even critique and validate its own responses. It'll retry if needed.
So it's self-correcting.
To an extent, yes. It means higher accuracy, more comprehensive answers for those tricky multi-stint questions hitting complex enterprise data. It's moving beyond a simple assistant to, like, an actual reasoning agent.
That's a powerful evolution. So the AI is not just pulling data, it's actually strategizing how to answer. That's interesting.
Precise.
And then there's response events. That sounds like a big step towards opening up the AI black box.
It really is. With response events, for the first time, you get real-time visibility into how Q Business processes your queries.
No more guessing.
No more black box. You see the steps it takes. That builds immense trust, allows for better auditing, understanding the AI's thought process, critical in regulated industries.
Absolutely critical. Okay, those advancements are incredible AI thinking and showing its work. But that brings up a big question. How do you feed these models enough context for that sophisticated reasoning?
Right, the sheer volume of data.
Exactly.
Well, that's a perfect lead-in to the massive expansion of Anthropic's Claude Sonnet 4 in Amazon Bedrock.
The context window.
Yes, its context window just expanded from 200,000 tokens, which was already huge, to an astounding 1 million tokens.
Wow.
That's a 5 times increase. And this isn't just about feeding more text. It's enabling the AI to, read a whole book and understand the plot, not just chapter summaries.
So really deep understanding across large data sets.
Exactly. Think fully automated legal reviews,
Yeah.
comprehensive code auditing across an entire repository, maybe real-time customer support that knows the entire customer journey.
Not just the last 5 minutes.
Right. The implications for complex analysis are truly profound.
That context window sounds like a superpower, opens up incredible new use cases. But my immediate thought is cost. More power usually means a bigger bill, doesn't it?
You're absolutely right to bring that up. It's a key consideration. While incredibly powerful, this expanded context window, well, it will incur roughly twice the token price for input
Okay.
and 1.5 times for output, but only for prompts over that original 200,000 token mark.
Ah, okay. So it's tiered pricing based on usage.
Essentially, yes, it's a trade-off.
Hmm.
Needs careful thought for cost optimization, especially for continuous high-volume stuff.
That's a crucial detail for developers and architects. Good to know. Now let's talk raw compute power behind all this AI magic. We saw some truly incredible new EC2 instances and SageMaker HyperPod features. What are the heavy hitters here?
Right, the engine's driving this. When it comes to sheer horsepower, SageMaker AI now supports P6 GB200 Ultra servers.
Those sound serious.
They are absolute beasts. Up to 72 NVIDIA Blackwell GPUs within one NVLink domain.
And the NVLink domain part is important, right, for connectivity?
Crucial. It means these GPUs are directly interconnected with incredibly fast links. They work together almost like a single super powerful unit.
Wow.
We're talking 20 times the compute and 11 times the memory compared to the previous P5 instances. Purpose-built for training and deploying those trillion-parameter foundation models.
So it's like having a dedicated AI supercomputer cluster, basically.
Pretty much. All interconnected so tightly it acts like one massive brain.
Okay, so that's for the really massive models. But what about folks who don't need quite that scale or want more fine-grained control?
Excellent question. Right sizing is always key, isn't it?
Always.
On the flip side, for more granular control or smaller to medium LLMs, Amazon EC2 single GPU P5 instances are now generally available.
Just one GPU.
Yep, a single NVIDIA H100 GPU allows for right sizing, cost effectiveness for inference tasks or HPC applications like pharma discovery or financial modeling without that huge GPU commitment.
Makes sense.
And for broader graphics intensive and ML use cases, Amazon EC2 G6 instances are now in AWS GovCloud, US East, powered by NVIDIA L4 GPUs.
What are they good for?
Great for things like natural language processing, video analysis, game streaming. They offer up to 8 GPUs, decent memory per GPU.
So it's not just about more power, but more options for power, tailored to different needs, different budgets.
Right.
That's smart.
Exactly.
And connecting this back, all this raw power needs efficient management. How is SageMaker HyperPod helping orchestrate these big ML tasks?
Right, because managing distributed training is complex. SageMaker HyperPod got several key enhancements. For instance, fine-grained quota allocation. Admins can now precisely allocate compute quotas, GPU, Trainium, vCPU, memory across different teams within an instance.
Ah, fair sharing of resources.
Exactly. Prevents one team hogging everything, maximizes utilization.
Sounds like a lifesaver in big organizations.
Yeah.
What about performance for these distributed models, especially those huge LLMs?
For those topology-aware scheduling, TAS is crucial. HyperPod can now schedule tasks on optimal network topologies.
So it minimizes the hops between nodes.
Precisely. Minimizes communication latency, boosts training efficiency significantly by placing tasks smartly to reduce network travel time. Think of it as a smart traffic controller for your ML jobs.
That makes a lot of sense. Any other HyperPod improvements?
Yes, deploying with custom AMIs, Amazon Machine Images, is a big one.
So you can pre-bake your environment.
Exactly. Pre-configured, security-hardened environments, organizational policies, proprietary libraries, all baked into the image. Faster startup, better compliance.
So faster, more secure deployments, smarter resource allocation. HyperPod's really becoming an orchestration powerhouse.
It seems that way.
And for folks working in SageMaker Studio daily, any updates making their lives easier or more secure?
Yes, for SageMaker Studio users, trusted identity propagation, TIP, and user background sessions are significant.
Okay, TIP first.
TIP means admins can trace actions back to a specific human user and manage permissions based on that user's identity across services like Lake Formation and S3 access grants. Great for auditing, compliance.
Traceability, got it. And user background sessions. We've all worried about long jobs timing out.
Exactly. This is a game changer. Long-running jobs in SageMaker Studio can now continue for up to 90 days. 90 days, even after you log off your computer. Permissions are tied to your corporate directory group associations.
Wow, so you can kick off a huge training run and just close your laptop.
Pretty much. Huge for uninterrupted training or processing. No more babysitting jobs.
That is amazing. That freedom is incredibly valuable.
And one more quality of life thing for HyperPod. A new cluster setup experience. Simplified creation, quick and custom paths, automates networking, storage, compute, IAM. Much faster to get going.
Nice. Lowering the barrier to entry.
Definitely.
And speaking of value, for creative pros and studios, I saw an interesting cost-saving option for rendering in AWS Deadline Cloud.
Ah, yes. the wait-and-save compute option for service-managed fleets in AWS Deadline Cloud.
How does that work?
It's designed for non-time-sensitive rendering. Offers prices as low as 0.0066 per vCPU hour.
That's incredibly cheap.
It is. It leverages spare capacity. So significant cost savings, allowing studios to do more creative iteration, more exploration without breaking the bank on compute. Perfect if your render job can wait a bit.
Balancing speed and cost, always the challenge.
Always.
Okay, beyond AI and specialized compute, AWS is, of course, continually tuning its core stuff, compute, databases, networking. Let's shift gears. How are they hardening that foundation? What's new with EC2 instances?
Well, we saw more Graviton 4 powered instances rolling out.
Yeah.
The RAG instances hit Asia Pacific, Jakarta.
Those are memory optimized, right?
Exactly. And the MAG instances, general purpose, landed in Asia Pacific, Seoul. Graviton 4 gives you up to 30% better performance than Graviton 3.
Which is already pretty good.
It is. RAG instances offer up to 3x more vCPU and memory than previous generations. Great for databases, caches, big data analytics, MAG for app servers, microservices, more performance, better efficiency.
And Graviton usually means better cost effectiveness, too.
Absolutely. Graviton is key for cost optimization. In fact, AWS Batch for ECS Fargate now supports Graviton-based Spot compute.
Ooh, spot on Fargate with Graviton.
Yep. Run fault-tolerant ARM-based apps with up to a 70% discount compared to regular Fargate prices.
70%, that's massive for batch jobs.
Huge savings if your workload fits.
Okay, for organizations running those really large in-memory databases, any new instances catching your eye?
Oh, yes. The Amazon U7i instances, now in U.S. East Ohio. These are, well, they're monsters.
How monstrous.
7th-gen instances with 12 terabytes of DDR5 memory.
12 terabytes of RAM in one instance.
12 terabytes, plus 896 vCPUs, high bandwidth for EBS and network. You can load truly colossal data sets right into memory. Real-time analytics, incredibly fast transactions.
Things that were just impossible before or way too expensive.
Exactly. Perfect for mission-critical SAP HANA, Oracle, SQL Server workloads.
Mind-boggling scale. Okay, and for storage-intensive needs beyond memory, what's new in local storage performance?
For that, Amazon EC2 i7e instances are expanding to more regions. They offer the highest local NVMe storage density up to 120 TB.
Whoa.
And 65% better real-time storage performance, much lower latency. Crucial for databases, analytics, anything needing super-fast local I/O.
All right, let's pivot to databases themselves. Always a flurry of updates there. RDS, DynamoDB, what are the highlights?
Okay, starting with Amazon Athena. It now supports Create Table as Select with Amazon S3 tables.
So easier data transformation in the data lake.
Much easier. Convert existing Parquet, CSV, JSON, Iceberg, Hudi, Delta Lake datasets into fully managed S3 tables directly from a query result. Streamlines things significantly.
Nice. What about Amazon DynamoDB performance cost management updates?
DynamoDB got some really useful usability and cost tweaks. CloudWatch contributor insights for throttled keys.
Meaning you only monitor the problem keys.
Exactly. Monitor only the throttled keys. Saves money by not paying to watch all the successful requests. Great cost saver.
That's smart.
Plus, if you do get throttled, you now get more granular throttle error exceptions. More specific reasons. The ARN of the throttled table or index makes troubleshooting much, much easier.
Less guesswork.
Definitely. And a small but mighty update. You can now switch table throughput mode provision to on-demand up to 4 times in a rolling 24-hour period.
Oh, that's more flexible.
Much more. Great for fluctuating workloads, simplifies CloudFormation deployments too.
Those DynamoDB updates really improve the operational experience. And RDS, what's new across its big family of database engines?
For RDS, quite a few things. Cross-region automated backups for encrypted DB2 databases, better DR.
Good for compliance, too.
Absolutely. Minor version updates for MariaDB and PostgreSQL. The July 2025 release update and spatial patch bundle for Oracle. Standard stuff, but important. Security fixes, bug fixes, performance improvements.
Keeping things patched and performant.
Right. And often options for automatic minor version upgrades, blue-green deployments for safer, minimal downtime updates.
Always welcome. Anything new we can preview?
Yes. PostgreSQL 18 Beta 3 is now in the RDS database preview environment.
So you can test upcoming features?
Yep. Evaluate things like skip scan, Barlow GIN index builds in a fully managed preview. Get a head start on planning upgrades.
Smart. What about DocumentDB? Any news there?
Yes, for Amazon DocumentDB, they announced extended support for version 3.6.
Ah, giving people more time to upgrade.
Exactly. Maintain critical workloads on 3.6 for up to 3 years beyond the standard end of support date in March 2026. More breathing room for planned upgrades.
More time is always good in the cloud. And file storage, FSX.
Two key things for FSX. Amazon FSX for NetApp on Taiteep now supports decreasing SSD storage capacity.
Oh, you can shrink it back down. That's great for cost.
Huge cost saver. Provision high-performance SSD for peak needs, then easily decrease it later. Perfect for project-based work.
Love that flexibility. And the other FSX update.
Amazon FSX for OpenZFS now supports IPv6, essential for mitigating IPv4 exhaustion, meeting government mandates. Access with IPv4, IPv6, or dual-stack clients broadens its reach.
Okay, good updates for file storage. What about OpenSearch service?
Amazon OpenSearch service saw the UI become available in 7 new regions, plus workspaces for collaboration and a revamped Discover experience supporting PPL, SQL, DQL, Lucene Unified Log Exploration.
Making it easier to use globally.
Right. And importantly, OpenSearch Serverless now supports KNN byte vector and new data types.
KNN byte vector. That sounds like optimization for vector search.
Exactly. K-nearest neighbors byte vector is a more memory-efficient way to store and query vector embeddings crucial for semantic search, AI recommendations, reduces cost, improves latency.
So smarter search, cost-optimized vector storage, very relevant for AI. Any improvements for developers connecting to databases?
Yes, the AWS Advanced Go driver is now generally available for RDS and Aurora PostgreSQL and MySQL.
What's the advantage over standard drivers?
Much faster switchover and failover times. We're talking single-digit seconds versus, much longer with some open-source drivers.
Single-digit seconds. That's critical for high availability.
Absolutely. Plus, federated authentication and secrets managery IMM authentication support. More secure, more resilient connections.
Nice. Okay, finally, in this core infra section, let's touch on network and security posture improvements.
For network security, a big one. AWS Certificate Manager, ACM, now supports AWS PrivateLink.
Meaning you can manage certs without going over the public internet.
Exactly. Access ACM APIs directly from your VPC. Critical for compliance, enhances data security significantly for certificate management.
Clear win for security and compliance. And for network folks dealing with huge IP ranges, I saw a very specific but important VPC update.
You're right, it's niche but vital for some. Amazon VPC now supports IPv4 ingress routing for large IP pools.
Who needs that? Telcos, IoT.
Exactly. Telco, IoT, others needing to route inbound internet traffic for massive pools of public IPs to a single network interface. It completely eliminates the need for complex address translation.
Removes a huge headache for those network architects.
Definitely simplifies things.
And for hybrid environments, managing identities across on-prem and cloud.
AWS Managed Microsoft AD increased its directory sharing limits. Big jump.
How much?
Standard edition goes from 5 accounts to 25. Enterprise edition jumps from 125 to 500 accounts.
Wow, 500.
Yeah. Centralizes authentication across way more AWS accounts, drastically cuts operational complexity for large enterprises.
That's a great operational improvement. And finally, a major infrastructure expansion.
Indeed. AWS Direct Connect announced a 100G expansion in Cape Town, South Africa.
More high bandwidth private connectivity.
Yep. High bandwidth, private, direct network access to AWS regions, GovCloud, local zones. More consistent, predictable network experience in the public internet. Crucial for high throughput, low latency stuff.
Okay, so we've hit raw power, enhanced data services, network backbone. But it's not just about the raw capabilities, right? It's also about making it easier to manage everything, optimize costs, handle issues.
Absolutely. Governance and operations are key.
So let's shift focus there. How is AWS streamlining operations and governance?
Okay, first up, resource discovery and management foundational stuff. AWS Cloud Map now supports cross-account service discovery via AWS RAM.
Resource Access Manager, so you can find services across accounts.
Seamlessly. Manage and discover cloud resources across accounts. Promotes consistent service discovery, reduces duplication in those big multi-account setups.
Makes managing distributed services much more coherent. And keeping track of configurations. AWS Config.
AWS Config now supports 10 new resource types. Significantly expands its coverage for discovery, assessment, auditing, remediation. Broader range of resources automatically tracked if you have recording enabled.
More complete compliance picture.
Right. And for finding resources quickly, AWS Resource Explorer now supports filtering for multiple values.
Oh, with better search.
Much better search. Build more targeted queries, like find all storage types tagged non-production across multiple services at once, or scope multi-account views to specific listed accounts. Saves a ton of time.
Those filtering improvements sound like they'll really help in large environments.
Okay, speaking of large environments, security and organizational control What's new for incident response?
For security, AWS Security Incident Response now supports membership coverage for individual AWS organizational units, OUS.
So you don't have to turn it on for the whole org at once.
Exactly. Enable it for specific OUS, like just production or just one business subsidiary. Allows for piloting, more granular control over incident response. Great for phased rollouts.
That granularity is definitely valuable. And as we mentioned, the increased managed AD sharing limits also fit here. Better centralized authentication and security policy enforcement.
Right, connects back. Okay, what about cost management and automation? Keeping budgets in line, making ops smoother.
Couple of things here. AWS Billing Cost Management Console adds new recommended actions.
More proactive advice.
Yep, 6 new ones, total of 21 now. Covers things like expired payment methods, invalid tax numbers, categorized as critical, advisory, informational, helps you prioritize time-sensitive billing issues.
Prevent problems before they happen. Good. Automation. Systems Manager.
AWS Systems Manager Automation got some enhancements. You can now re-execute runbooks with pre-populated parameters.
Handy for reruns.
Very. Automatically retry throttled API calls in high concurrency situations. Specify nested OUs for more fine-grained control.
That retry capability sounds useful for robust automation, but you mentioned something about the free tier changing.
Yes, important point. The existing automation free tier ends December 31st, 2025, and it's no longer available for new customers.
Okay, existing users have until end of 2025. New users pay from the start. Good to know.
Definitely something to factor into automation cost planning.
And for ISVs selling on AWS Marketplace, any new incentives?
Yes, the AWS Marketplace Private Offer Promotion Program, MPOPP,
What's that do?
offers AWS promotional credits to customers as incentive to buy from participating ISVs. Designed to accelerate sales, support customer acquisition, and renewals. Good for buyers and sellers.
Smart way to drive adoption. Okay, lastly, let's talk customer experience and managing virtual desktops.
For customer service, Amazon Connect Cases now supports rules to automatically update cases upon creation.
Like auto-routing.
Exactly. Streamlines workflows, auto-assign refund cases to billing, set priority based on case reason automatically,
Right.
faster, more efficient support.
Makes sense.
Any other Connect updates?
Yes, Amazon Connect outbound campaigns got smarter. Now supports multi-profile campaigns.
Meaning?
Target multiple people linked to the same account, like a joint bank account. And enhanced phone number retry sequencing. So try mobile first, then home, then work.
Precisely. Define a prioritized contact sequence if the first number is unreachable. Significantly improves right-party contact rates. Gets you to the right person faster.
Those contact center updates are all about efficiency and satisfaction. And virtual desktops? Workspaces.
They're accelerating Amazon Workspace's deployment with a streamlined bring-your-own-license BYL process.
Making BYL easier.
Much faster, more efficient. Import Windows images without contacting AWS support. Automated compatibility fixes, direct EC2 access for troubleshooting. Removes big friction point.
Welcome simplification for enterprises. Okay, one last one. Developers managing IoT devices.
Right, for IoT devs, AWS IoT Core introduces the Delete Connection API.
So you can programmatically kick devices off.
Yes, disconnect MQTT clients programmatically. Options to clear persistent sessions, suppress last will and testament messages, gives better operational visibility and control over device connection states. Crucial for managing large IoT fleets.
Okay, wow. That was a lot to cover.
It really was.
But packed with so many aha moments, right? About how the cloud just keeps evolving. From AI compute breakthroughs and better ML workflows
To super granular database control and smarter ways to organize your environment.
it's clear the pace of innovation is definitely not slowing down.
Not at all. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, you see this consistent theme, don't you? AWS is continually focusing on more specialized tools, boosting performance, refining management.
While trying to give you more control over costs.
Exactly. Making complex operations simpler, enabling ever more sophisticated workloads. And what's striking is how many of these updates, even seemingly small ones, contribute to democratizing advanced cloud capabilities, making them accessible to more users, more organizations.
That's a great observation, democratization through specialization and simplification. So what does this all mean for you listening as you think about leveraging these new capabilities?
Maybe ask yourself, which of these updates could fundamentally change how you approach performance or cost management in your current projects?
Or how might these new AI tools empower you to build more intelligent, maybe more transparent applications?
Or perhaps, which seemingly small operational improvement like that DynamoDB throttling insight, or the systems manager retries, could unlock significant efficiencies in your day-to-day.
Remember, staying informed isn't just knowing what changed.
It's understanding the potential impact of those changes on your work, your team, your organization strategy. That's the real value.
Well said. That's it for this deep dive. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning.
And we'll keep unpacking.